Hi guys, Sandy and Mike Quast here again with Carla Hugo. Today we're talking about a new product she has, and she's lost quite a bit of weight with it. It's not only is it a weight loss product, but it's also, I guess, a superfood and great for your system. So Carla's going to give us a little background on that. So how did you hear about this product?
Let's see, last March I went for what I consider my first physical that wasn't at the gynecologist, and went to the doctor. You know, everything was perfect, but when I got on the scale I told her I always weighed 20 pounds less than this, but I wasn't considered overweight. She didn't notice it, but I brought it up. So she said to me, well Carla, you know, it's really time you start to exercise more and eat less.
And seems to be the general advice,
right? You know, I was stunned by that.
Then you look at the doctor and you're like, are they exercising more and eating less?
Right. In this case, she was very fit, but most of them don't. So just the way we were talking about synchronicity and the way things work, I come home that evening, there's an email in my inbox that says, Carla, just thought you might want to check this out. And it was a link that said cleansedforlife.com. And the email came from the gentleman who was my advanced emotional freedom techniques trainer. I studied with him in Connecticut at his retreat center. So I knew Steve and respected him. Go to cleansedforlife.com. I watched the video, and it was all about this Isagenix superfood nutrition program. And I said to my husband, you know, when the kids go off to college, and at that time they were, you know, 9 and 10, I can do this, but I can't do it now.
Right.
So he looked at it, he's like, come on, we can do it together. So this was, you know, that's my real husband. He's an awesome husband, and so we started with the 30-day Isagenix program, which is replacing breakfast with a shake and replacing dinner with a shake.
Here's the shakes here.
Yes, and these are the shakes, and we're going to make a shake right now.
Okay, awesome.
And
chocolate or vanilla?
Yeah, there's chocolate and vanilla, and I hear you guys prefer chocolate.
We are
chocolate.
Yes, so me too.
So when you say replace a lunch and a dinner with a shake, do you eat anything else in between?
A breakfast and a dinner with a shake, and then you have a really healthy lunch. And you know, Isagenix will give you ideas on what a healthy lunch is. What I would do is personally, I would eat out of the salad bowl. I would buy the organic greens, rinse them off, dump them in the salad bowl, make a homemade dressing with some olive oil, sea salt, crushed garlic, and that's about it. And I would put on there whatever leftovers I had from last night's dinner, whatever I made for the kids. I'm not too fussy, so I didn't care really what it was. I was eating on top of my salad, so I had my protein, and I had my greens, and like I said, I would eat as much as I want. I don't consider this a diet, I consider it a lifestyle. So it's 2 scoops for 8 ounces of water. And
so you have a breakfast and a shake then?
No, you have your shake for breakfast, and you have your shake for dinner, and then you have a healthy lunch. And in between, if you need a snack food, then there's recommended snacks that you can have. I'll show you the Ice and Light chocolate one. Should I split a chocolate, or I don't want to have it right now? But
split a chocolate?
Split a chocolate, I know. This is a chocolate that's not for kids. It's loaded with B vitamins.
Okay, awesome.
And niacin, it's a mood booster. So I have this in between meals.
Will we get a niacin flush?
I just don't know what a niacin flush is, so you can tell me.
When your ears kind of turn red when the vitamins are really
the niacin, from what I understand, opens up the peripheral blood vessels, and what it does is it allows blood to flow to areas of your body that may not have had a lot of blood flow in the past. So you can get like rosy cheeks, like the ears will get a little hot, your elbows.
I'll give you the big piece.
Now this is going to be loud, guys. I forgot to mention that.
No worries.
All right.
Does Isagenix make a good red wine that goes with the dark chocolate?
Here we go. I recommend the hot test.
Yeah, it's after 5. It's after 5.
Okay.
So to be clear, if I could, to be clear on exactly this process, when you say a breakfast shake for breakfast and a shake for dinner, are you talking specifically about the first 30-day?
The 30-day program. I'm going to just pour this into 2 cups for you guys, so we don't have to blend again.
Oh, it gets thick, huh?
Yes, with just water. This is made from, we use straws, so you don't have to use a straw. That's just the way we like to drink it, so help yourselves.
Awesome.
So, enjoy.
It's the first 30 days, right?
Right.
Now, you had mentioned that instead of doing 2 shakes a day, you can actually do an abridged version of 1 shake a day?
Exactly. So we decided if we were going to do this, and we're going to do it together, that we wanted to do it fully detoxify our body. A big part of the program is the cleansing. I'm just going to grab the Cleanse for Life drink. Okay, so what we did, we wanted to drop the weight. The secondary benefit, which to me was more important than dropping the weight, which I did. I lost 13 pounds in, I think it was 13 pounds in the 30 days and the 7 pounds in the remaining 2 weeks, and I kept it off. So I dropped the 20 pounds that I wanted to. My husband dropped 35 pounds.
35, wow.
Yeah, he probably lost 20 in the 30 days, and then he's been consistently losing since then.
Wow. And now how long ago
we started last St. Patrick's Day, so March 17th
so
of
about
2009. Yes, and we've been on the program consistently.
So you had a corned beef and cabbage shake for dinner?
I had it for lunch the next day.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Over a salad?
I just considered the cabbage. I was actually quite hungry that day. I remember because I didn't have the grains and stuff. It's yummy, right?
Yeah, it is yummy.
Yeah. So
creamy.
So it's comprised of undenatured whey protein, which is sourced from New Zealand. So it does have dairy in it, but they consider it beyond organic because it's so pure. The cows were never treated.
And no artificial sweeteners, right?
No. So
that's the big thing. I mean, we've read a couple different books about different dieting and different shakes and stuff, but they all seem to have artificial sweeteners in it, which
or stimulants.
No stimulants. And I actually have an inquiry. John Anderson is the founder of the company who was the scientific formulator behind the products. He's known as the mineral man in his community, in that scientific food world. And somebody once made an inquiry to me that, I see there's fructose or something in one of those products. So Steve, who introduced me to the product, I questioned him. He gave me a statement from John Anderson, who's easily accessible. He's on Facebook and everything, explaining all 50 or 75 different fruits that the fructose comes from.
Yeah, I've heard that
is
a natural fruit
source of it's fruit,
Sweeter,
it's food, and it's not that high fructose corn syrup. It's none of that.
Right.
Now you had mentioned with your kids also. You give them half a shake. Is it once a day with one of the meals, just to have the extra
minerals? Right, exactly. So the whole idea behind this, why I'm so passionate about it, is because of corporate farming, our soil is depleted of minerals, and the insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, all that. What specifically that my understanding is, and I'm not a scientist, is that the insect whose job it was to break down the rocks into bioavailable minerals that the plant root system could absorb have been killed off. So those rocks are no longer becoming bioavailable. And there was a UCLA study that compared a spinach sample from the 1950s to today, and it was something like you'd have to eat 75 bowls today to equate to 1 on the mineral level. So what Isagenix does...
if they're eating fruits and vegetables from the stores...
You can't get enough, because we live a very holistic lifestyle. I try to buy organic produce and organic foods as best I can. So what they do is they grow something called ionic alfalfa, which grows up to 60 feet deep in the soil. So it can pick up the trace minerals below the surface, and that's what's in all the products. And for my personal story, yes, I dropped the weight, which is great, but my lifelong sugar cravings fell away.
Wow.
To me, this was a miracle that, I could never eat one cookie. I would eat a tray of cookies, I would eat a sleeve of cookies, I just couldn't eat one.
Well, you hardly look like it.
Well, thank you. Well, now I'm not, but still, that and my afternoon, I would make a pot of coffee when the kids came home just to I'd be tired, have a snack with them, I have to get to the next event after school. I had sustained energy all day. So I noticed major changes in my body.